Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? This is Karthik Poovanam, your leadership coach and an author of more than 80 published books. I keep getting a lot of mails from quite a lot of startups, entrepreneurs, and also some of you who have been established business heads. But nowadays, as you know, I've made most of my sessions online, but I'm always available to take certain emails from you, certain messages from you, and also respond to you the way it is required. A lot of people keep telling me about the stress levels that they go through in their life. And when I observe the life of entrepreneurs, the one fundamental thing that I very keenly observe in many of them is their stress levels are largely because of the unnecessary comparisons that they have got into and trying to please people and doing things which probably they didn't have to do it, and forgetting, they have a memory loss, the memory loss of why you have become an entrepreneur. When you fundamentally forget the core reason as to why you have become an entrepreneur, you are invariably losing track. For example, if you lose your way, you forgot your destination, you forgot the roadmap of your destination, and now you don't even have a GPS in place, and two, you are so adamant that you're not going to use your GPS, then how is it that you think you're going to reach your destination? Invariably you will be going here, there, everywhere, and what will happen is you will be consuming your fuel. You'll again fill petrol, you will again consume your fuel, again fill petrol, consume your fuel, and eventually there will be a point where now you'll have to walk, and the same exploration happens in walking. So when you forget your destination, this is exactly what happens. In similar ways, this is what is happening to a lot of entrepreneurs. They have forgotten the reason as to why they have fundamentally become an entrepreneur. They've forgotten the reasons as to why they they have lost connectivity with themselves. Now this is the biggest problem in the world, that you lost connectivity with yourself. When you lose self connectivity, you have absolutely lost all forms of developmental possibilities. This is what is happening to entrepreneurs today. They are losing developmental possibilities. They're losing track on what they need to do in life. They're losing their core areas of energy focus levels. The core energy, the internal structure is becoming totally chaotic. And when your internal structure is becoming chaotic, what essentially happens is you lose track of your framework. You lose track of what are the core essential things that you need to do. You lose track about the client focus areas. You lose focus about what are the essential things that you need to do in order to raise your sales, raise the effectiveness of your sales, raise the efficiency levels of your sales team, boost your energy levels, boost the energy levels of your team, and all of this gets drastically forgotten. And when all of this gets forgotten, what happens? Your energy levels become low. Your energy levels are getting dissipated. Your energy levels need to be high as an entrepreneur. Let me tell you, when you forget the purpose of being an entrepreneur, you are heading towards disaster. And many of you are walking towards disaster at a fast pace, and that should be avoided. No two-way thinking about it. You have to avoid walking towards disaster. And when you avoid walking towards disaster, one very important thing that will come to you in your life is an amazing sense of well-being, an amazing sense of well-being for your team. Your team will start generating those things that you never ever imagined. And this is what is required today, including the top 10 or top 50 companies in the world. If you look at them, what is it that they're doing? If they are firing people, what essentially means is they are incapable of sustaining a process, they're incapable of sustaining a kind of skill, they're incapable of transforming the current level of team to a higher level of competency. They are unable to create a demand in the market, so their sales is not working, their marketing is essentially not, the branding is not working, and now they are coming up with something new. They are firing on a lot of people, trying to save the cost. Now this is happening at a gigantic pace, my dear ones. You just observe the companies around the world. How can you say to me that you are the number one company in the world when you're firing people, you're not able to raise their standards? You got to raise their standards. You got to have a team in place. You got to have a structure in place. You got to have a process in place where the whole purpose is inculcated in the system. It is inculcated in the system, and from the system it is magnetized towards the people. There's a big topic, and I'm going to share about this big topic in the next video, and that's going to be about the top 10 and top 20 companies which are performing. But for you, I want you to understand, if you are a struggling entrepreneur, you're simply struggling simply because you have forgotten the reason as to why you want to become an entrepreneur. And that's very, very important. Stay blessed, stay energized, and have a great day. This is Karthik Poovanam. I am a senior leadership coach and also an author of more than 80 published books. You can see more about me in the link in the description box below. And if you feel it's going to be very useful for other entrepreneurs what I have spoken, do not hesitate in sharing them. Don't be jealousy that this thing might positively impact them. At the end of the day, we are here to make the lives of people better. Stay blessed, stay energized, and have a wonderful time, everybody.